Blessed are you who hunger now, because you shall be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, because you will laugh. Blessed are you when men shall hate you, and when they shall cut you off and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as wicked, for the sake of the bane of Adam. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for look, your reward is great in the Shamayim. For that is how their fathers treated the Nevi'im. But woe to you who are rich, because you are receiving your comfort. Woe to you who've been filled, because you will hunger. Woe to you who are laughing now, because you shall mourn and weep. Woe to you when all men speak well of you, for thus their fathers did to the false prophets. But I say to you who are hearing, love your enemies, do good to those hating you, bless those cursing you, and pray for those insulting you. And to him who hits you on one cheek, offer the other also. And from him who takes away your outer garment, don't withhold the inner garment either. And give to everyone who asks of you, and from him who takes away what is yours, do not ask it back. And as you desire men should do to you, you also do to them in the same way. And if you love those loving you, what favor have you? For sinners too love those loving them. And if you do good to those doing good to you, what favor have you? For even sinners do the same. And if you lend to them expecting to receive back, what favor have you? For even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much back. Rather, love your enemies and do good and lend, expecting nothing in return. And your reward shall be great, and you shall be sons of the Most High. Because he is kind to the thankless and wicked ones. Therefore be compassionate as your Father also is compassionate. And do not judge, and you shall not be judged at all. Condemn not, and you shall not be condemned at all. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. Give, and it shall be given to you. A good measure pressed down and shaken together and running over shall be put into your lap. For with the same measure with which you measure, it shall be measured back to you. And he spoke a parable to them. Is a blind able to lead a blind? Shall they not both fall into a pit? A Talmud is not above his teacher, but everyone perfected shall be like his teacher. And why do you see the splinter in your brother's eye, but are not aware of the plank in your own eye? Or how are you able to say to your brother, bro, let me take out the splinter that is in your eye, not seeing the plank in your own eye? Hypocrite. First take the plank out your own eye, and then you shall see clearly to take out the splinter that is in your brother's eye. For a good tree does not yield rotten fruit, nor does a rotten tree yield good fruit. For each tree is known by its fruit. For they do not gather figs from thorns, nor do they gather grapes from a bramble bush. The good man brings forth what is good out of the good treasure of his heart, and the wicked man brings forth what is wicked out of the wicked treasure of his heart. For out of the overflow of the heart, his mouth speaks. But why do you call me Adonai, Adonai, and don't do what I say? Everyone who is coming to me and is hearing my words and doing them, I shall show you whom he is like. He's like a man building a house who dug deep and laid a foundation on the rock. And when a flood came, the stream burst against the house, but was unable to shake it, for it was founded on the rock. But the one hearing and not doing is like a man who built a house on the earth without a foundation, against which the stream burst, and immediately it fell. And the ruin of that house was great. Blessed be you poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are you that hunger now, for you shall be filled. Blessed are you that weep now, for you shall laugh. Blessed are you when all men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice you in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For in the like manner did their fathers to the prophets. But woe to you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe to you that are full, for you shall hunger. Woe to you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. Woe to you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. But I say to you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you, bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despitefully use you. And to him that smites you on the one cheek, offer the other also. And him that takes away your cloak, forbid not to take your coat also. But to every man that asks of you, and of him that takes away your goods, ask them not again. And as you would that men should do to you, do you also to them likewise. For if you love them which love you, what thank have you? For sinners also love those that love them. And if you do good to them which do good to you, what thank have you? For sinners also do even the same. And if you lend to them of whom you hope to receive, what thank have you? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great, and you shall be the children of the highest.